Good morning. This is Heather and I'm in the kitchen, and today we're going to do Cooking with Heather. Thanks for joining my kitchen. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is I am preparing chicken, and let me tell you how I'm doing it. I get a couple of chicken breasts like this, and then I'll show you the ingredients I'm going to put in. Now, we buy a plastic bag. Now, I'm not talking about the kind you get with baggies, because if you use that kind of bag, you'll end up like my mom did the first time, and you'll make plastic chicken. Ah! So make sure you get the right plastic bags for cooking. And then what we'll do, now that's brownies. I already made the brownies, but that's a whole nother issue, whole nother story. Okay, now what you're gonna get is your choice of vegetables, and you have many options. I got these little baby potatoes. I got green beans, 2 jalapenos, some turnips, and some mushrooms. And you prepare them any way you feel comfortable. Then all you do is you put the ingredients in the pan, or in the bag, put them in the bag, and then you put the chicken in right after that, and then right before you start it, you mix onion soup mix, 1 container, with some Greek yogurt. It doesn't have to be Greek yogurt, it can be any kind, but you want the fat-free and the no flavor, just plain. And then you mix that together, and you do about a cup of yogurt, 1 of these packages, and a little bit of water. Just stir it till it feels comfortable, and then you pour it over the top of the chicken. So now that you have the ingredients, I'm going to show you what it looks like in just a few minutes when I get it all together, okay? So I'll be back in a minute, and you're watching Cooking with Heather. Okay, so now we're back with Cooking with Heather, and we are in the process of making chicken in the correct plastic bag. Now we're getting out the onions, and we're going to cut them up, and they don't have to be small, they don't have to be big, you know, whatever you feel comfortable cooking with onions, and however you like eating them, you make it to that size, you know, whatever's comfortable for you. Some people have those automatic food processors and stuff like that, but I just go with my old-fashioned knife and cutting board. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're getting all this stuff together, and we're going to go to the next step very shortly. Now, I have some, like I said, fat-free, sugar-free, plain yogurt. And we're going to put in approximately, well, let me think. This is 2 cups. I think we're going to put in approximately 2 cups. And then we're going to add the other ingredients and stir it up real good. And then we're going to be putting it in with the chicken. Hopefully non-plastic. Now, if I was doing this for a party or a group, I'd be wearing gloves. But since I'm doing it for my family, no, I'm not worried about it. I wash and sanitize my hands regularly. Thank you very much. So, now let's go back to the seasoning mix. I just mixed in a package of onion soup mix. I use Lipton, but you can use any onion soup mix that is available to you. I'm also going to add a little bit of some other seasonings to make it mix real good. And yeah. Okay, I'm adding a little bit of water. Okay, now I'm going to stir it up really good. I should have used a blender, but to be honest, I think it was in the dishwasher, so I couldn't get to it exactly. But I'm mixing it up real good, and then I'm going to pour it in on top of the chicken before I start to cook it. So yeah, so we're going to just mix this up. And the reason I use yogurt is because it's so healthy for you, and it's less calories than mayonnaise or sour cream or cottage cheese or cream cheese or any of that. Yogurt is really good for you, and it's lower in calories. Okay, now we're going to put everything inside the plastic bag. Then we're going to put on the chicken. There's that thumb again. Where'd that come from? Okay, we got all the vegetables inside the bag. Shake it up a little bit so that it gets nice and mixed together. And then we're going to put it on its side. Now we're going to add the plain unskinned, boneless. In other words, all you got is a chicken, babe. There's nothing else attached, okay? So, just chicken. Pure flatbread chicken, babe. Okay. And then now we're putting that in there. Now we're going to add the onions and also the ingredients for the sauce mix. Yeah. It's good. It all fits really perfectly. And you know, if you end up having too much stuff, you can't fit it all in the bag that you purchased, just set it aside. You know, this doesn't have to be perfect. You're doing it yourself. And then when your significant other comes home, you can say, yeah, I made it all by myself. And have a big smile, you know? But there are easy things to do and there are difficult things to do. But since this is my first episode, I'm starting with the easiest thing I ever knew. I got the recipe from my mom. She calls it plastic chicken. But anyway, we'll put all this sauce in there. And then we're going to stir it a little bit. You know, you always got to punch holes in it before you put it in the oven, because otherwise the thing, the bag blows up and it like explodes. So my mom always said, put in 3 stabs from a fork or 3 stabs from a knife, whatever is, you know, comfortable for you. And, you know, you secure it real good at the end, and then we'll get it prepared to go into the oven. Okay, give me just another minute. And okay, there we go. Popping the holes in. Perfect. Just to give air. And I use a non-stick solution on the bottom of the pan so that the plastic bag does not stick to the pan. Makes it much easier when you try to take it out. Hello everybody, thanks for joining us again. It's an hour later and our chicken is done, and I'm going to show you how to deal with it. Now, I had to put my hair up. It was very hot in this kitchen, and I've got my apron so I don't spill anything. Okay, the first thing you're going to do after you take it out, now I've been letting it cool off for a few minutes, is you cut it like this, and it's going to drip juice everywhere, but that's okay. And what you do is you do a little taste test. Now, I've been doing this enough years to know that mine's already done, but just for the fun of it, I'm going to do a taste test, okay? Okay, where's my fork? Okay, now you're going to touch the chicken, make sure it's tender. Oh yeah, everything looks perfect. Now we're going to do the little taste test. And I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to give it to the cameraman, let him taste it, so it's not the only one of us that are tasting it. You know what I mean? So, hold this, cameraman, and when you're ready, go ahead and taste it. And then when I ask you, you tell me what you think. I think it's going to be really good. It looks really good. But we're doing the taste test now. Okay. Oh, look, so I got a carrot in there. Okay. Ready? Mmm. Folks, this is good. Good stuff. I think I'm going to go eat it. Thank you for watching Heather in the Kitchen. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Awesome.
Okay, now we're back to Cooking with Heather, and we're done with the plastic chicken. Time for the taste test. Let's see what it looks like. And just cut up a little bit gently, you know, and blow it really good because it's very hot, trust me. Okay, we're going to cut it up a little bit, and then we're going to taste it, and I'm sure it's going to be divine. Ready? It is very good, trust me. All the vegetables and the chicken. Wow. Why am I not tasting it? What is wrong with me? Ah, yes, a spoon. Okay, you gotta spread it out real good. You want to get all the sauces, mix with all the seasonings and everything. And you know, don't even worry about if it doesn't turn out like you like it. It looks beautiful, and trust me, it smells good, and it's gonna taste good. So, it's a nice, simple way to do it. I grew up on plastic chicken. Okay, now we're gonna get to the taste test. The best part. Mix it real good, and that's the yogurt again. It's very good for you, and it tastes really good.